And now it's time for the toasted onion dip. It's so much better when made with fresh onions.
So to make my onions nice and dark without burning them, I'm gonna make one more step in this and actually clarify a chunk of butter. It's so easy to do. You just take half a stick, more or less, and throw it in a hot pan. Clarifying is taking some of the water and the milk solids out of the butter. So I'm making basically like a butter-flavored oil. If you don't want to make clarified butter, for one thing, you can buy it in the store. It's called ghee, G-H-E-E. Or you can just use a combination of oil and butter. I mean, that's an age-old trick. But I like to use clarified butter because it has more butter flavor. Okay, once it melts, just let it sit for a second. And when it's stopped bubbling, I'm going to tilt the pan and just kind of scrape off the top foam. This clear golden liquid is the clarified butter. The foam is the milk solids and the water. If you're picky, you can kind of wipe this out. So as this heats, I'm going to slice my onion. And I just want big fat rings here. Here's where they look like bar burger onion rings. This pan is hot. I'll pour in all of this clarified butter. See, it doesn't make a sound. That's how you know it's been clarified. There's nothing to sputter. Now the onions. They have moisture in them. They'll make sound. A mixture of cream cheese and sour cream. This is classic. You have to have a little bit of cream cheese in this. It's already soft. It's at room temperature, but you just kind of want to paddle that alone because if it's colder, you want to be able to get out all the lumps. Then sour cream. These onions are cooked. So I'm going to add quite a bit of chopped garlic to this. I like the garlic in addition to the onions. I just turned off the heat. This cast iron pan has enough heat in it to cook the garlic. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of honey, about a teaspoon. Not too much. But somehow the honey brings out the sweetness of the onion. Now I'm going to add about a quarter cup of dry vermouth. You could use white wine if you have a bottle open. And you just want to cook this until the liquid kind of clings to the onions, about 3-4 minutes. And I'm just going to pour this on this plate to cool. Once this is cooled down a little bit, we're going to chop it roughly, and I'm going to use all of these juices and buttery goodness and put it in the dip. You just want small pieces. Such an easy thing, onion dip. So much better when made with fresh onion. And you want to make sure you get all the juices here. Okay, now just to finish this, I just want to taste for salt. It needs a little bit. Pepper. And some fresh chives. I have a lot of chives in the herb bed, so I'm going to use a lot. Throw some in the dip.
Add a dash of cayenne pepper for a little heat.
This is something you can make way ahead of time, but I actually kind of like it fresh when it's warm.